girl, lie down. Lie down. Good girl. Sit. Good girl, lie down. My sweater is still drying. It's the only place where this little heathen is not gonna rip all the pins out. Hello, good evening. It's 11 o'clock at night for me right now. As you can probably see, I was getting ready to go to sleep, but not go to sleep. I'm just getting ready to relax. And the way that I wish to be doing that this evening is whenever I start speaking to something that's not her or to a person, this is what happens. I don't know why. Giselle, please, no. No. Anyways, moral of the story before I got rudely interrupted by my pet and my battery dying. I am currently blocking my sweater. My last sweater that you have probably maybe seen the video for, I don't know. So I want to start my next project, which are the Lotta pants. Let me show you the yarn before we start. So this is gonna be the main color of the pants. I'm just a wee bit nervous because it is kind of like skin toned and I don't want these pants to look nude, but I think it'll be pretty. We'll see. And then this is the color of these stripes that I'm going to be painting. I'm going to be knitting on top. And so I hold these double. Yeah, it's my first time using the Lana Grossa yarn. It's so incredibly soft. It's a mixture of cotton and wool and alpaca, baby alpaca. And I'm just really loving alpaca, not that I've used it, but that I just think it's super soft and fun. And so also I just want to take a moment to see how nicely my nails match to the yarn. I feel like I want to do this thing where every time I start a new project I get my nails done in the color that I am working with, and by the time the nails are ready to come off, the project better be off my needles. So life hack. appears I'm overheating, so good night and sleep well. Hello on this fine evening on Sunday, February 23rd at approximately 11:53 p.m. I have been working on my Lotta pants I started them February 18th and it is the 23rd, so it has been 5 days. This is where I'm at. It's so addicting to knit these stripes because I'm knitting them and I'm like, I can do one more. It's like I need to go to sleep right now, but I'm telling myself I can knit 3 more rounds of 90 something stitches and finish another stripe, but I shall not do that because I'm so sleepy. I'm so excited to just keep working on them and keep chugging because it's so easy for me to do a pair of stripes. And how many inches is that? That's like 1.5 inches, I would say. I'm sleepy and I'm probably gonna go to bed. But before I go to bed, have you ever heard of the sleepy time hot chocolate? Like the hot chocolate that has like magnesium in it or something and it makes you fall asleep. And to me that just sounds so delicious because I enjoy having myself a good hot chocolate before I go to sleep, and just the thought of like a warm, milky, chocolatey drink that is helping me go to sleep sounds pretty delicious to me. But for now I'll suffice with my Swissness. Good night and cheers. It's the next day from last night and it's a Monday. It's absolutely beautiful, beautiful day. Before we get back to any knitting, we're gonna take my dog for a walk. Good girl. Okay, go. I'm all back from my walk now. It was a good walk. It was hot. I am going to a bar class today with one of my new friends. It's at 3:30, but it's with my school. So they have these group exercise classes, and there's so many different classes you could take. You can take bar, obviously, Pilates, yoga, F45. I can never get into any of the other classes, but I can get into bar. I don't have to get there absurdly early. Anyways, I'm going today. It's at 3:30, but I'm gonna take the 2:15 bus, and it's currently 1:50 something. And then I'm gonna come back, probably do some more work, and then end my night knitting. But you'll see that before I do. For you, it's only gonna be a few seconds till you see what happens. But for me, it's gonna be quite a few hours. Anyways.
I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our 2 outlines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time.
So like I talked about earlier, I didn't know what I was doing that night. I ended up going for a walk with my sister, as you could see, and we watched the sunset on this hill, and it was so peaceful and beautiful. And it's 11:15, and I finished all my homework, and I feel like I had a lot of homework to do, but it's done now. I made myself some hot chocolate, and now I'm just gonna be knitting my pants. Enjoy. I have been so cozied up in my bed, just knitting for a while. I've been knitting for a long time, I think. I don't know if you can kind of see this little nook I've created for myself, but I've been just like in this nook laying down and knitting, and I had gotten a long way on my pants. Like, I knit a little bit earlier today, and then I've been knitting for a while now, and they're looking pretty long, so let's see if we can try them on. This is how much we've got. Like, that's a lot. That's like a bit. Oh my gosh. These are so awesome. But like this right here, I like where that sits. I thought it was gonna be more high-waisted, and I'm glad it's not. I think good night for now. I might just keep knitting a little bit, but I don't know. Since I'm kind of at a halfway point, I just kind of want to check in and recap, I guess, how it's going. I finished the leg, and now I'm on to the second leg, and I have 3 of my main color left, and these 2 for the rest, which I think is going to be plenty, and it's going to be fine, because that is how much I have left of the hot pink, which was 2 balls. I think I got a total of 4. And so this being what I had left after doing all of this and the whole leg, I feel pretty good about it. This is how much I have left of the main color, and I'm pretty sure that I used 4 skeins, which I hope it will be okay, because I have 3 skeins left. I used 4 skeins, and that was for a whole leg and the waist part. I think these 2 and the last one, it'll be fine. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. And I'm super excited. It's just about spring break for me, and I can't wait to actually wear these pants. Like, they're so easy and fun to make. I feel like I could have so much fun with them. Like, I could use different colors, I could do different stripe patterns, I could do different patterns maybe. I don't know. Like, imagine if I did some sort of design at the cuff, kind of like how this has a design at the cuff. Made some sort of pattern that and had like a solid pant with floral designs on the leg. That would be pretty cool. Ladies, I'm gonna take these pants off and keep working on them, because I can't keep them right now, unfortunately. Today all the rest of my nails came off, and if you remember what I said at the beginning of the video, that means that I should be done with my pants. I think that means it's time to finish them. I have approximately 10 more rows left, and then I am done. Like, actually done. Well, not actually done, because then I have to put the elastic in them and then block them. So join me for that while I watch some YouTube. I did realize that I don't have my scissors with me and they're in my car. So I'll be able to do everything except weave in my ends today, which is okay, because I only have like the ends that would be the ends for the end of these pants. I just finished my purling round. I decided I'm going to be going to sleep, so good night and see you in the morning.
If only I could finish something, run straight through to the end, close the chapter dignified. Damn girl, you did it again. But will it ever be enough when I'm bent on trying to keep it tough? Will I ever settle down, happy with the here and now? When will it ever be enough? Ever be enough? Ever be enough? If only I could build a tower, pierce right through the clouds, saxophones at every hour. Who hasn't heard of me now? Then will I have had enough of trying to keep myself real tough? Will I ever settle down, steady even when it gets loud? When will it ever be enough? Ever be enough? Ever be enough? When will it ever be enough? Ever be enough? Ever be enough?
I think I like them right here. I don't want them high-waisted. I want them like there. Like, I think that looks pretty good. But I do want to add like a good blocking few inches, a good blocking addition of length onto the ends. Off to the salon, in parentheses, blocking mat. So I don't know what happened and I don't know why we were in slow-mo, but long story short, I wasn't finished. The pants were too short after blocking, and I decided I'd rather have pants that were too long than pants that were too short, because it's much easier to go back in afterwards and take out a few rows than it is to add more. So I ended up adding 6 more rows, and on the last row of the main color, I decided I didn't want to do the folded hem because I felt like that flared out the pant a little bit and I didn't really like the flared out look. So I opted for a 3x2 rib to complement kind of the 5x3 uneven stripes. And I did that for 1 inch, and then I bound off just in pattern regular because I wanted the bind off to be a little bit tighter just to give me that extra cinch in as opposed to maybe it leaning more towards a flaring out. So just to kind of close out the video and give you the final measurements, the final pant length measured from the crotch down to the hem was 30.5 for me. And so the amount of yarn that I got was perfect for my height and for my measurement. I am 5'4", if that helps anybody, and the inseam was 9.5. And so I feel like they stretched a little bit because I put the elastic at like a mid-rise height for me. But I wore them to sleep, which I think was a little bit of a mistake because just the friction of sleeping might not have been the best for pilling, but it ended up being perfectly fine. And then I wore them all around DC with my mom the next day, and they're wonderful. They were so wonderful. I think they loosened up a little bit at the end of the day, but they were still flattering. And I'm gonna insert a video here as like my try on. This was after my full day of walking. They still fit beautifully. I think this pattern is a wonderful pattern, and it's such a good base to understand the construction of pants like this. And I definitely think you can do so much with this. You can do so many different colors. You can do designs like I talked about. You can make shorts, which I think I definitely will be doing. But they're so customizable to your body type. It's just a wonderful pattern, a very well, beautifully written pattern. I'll show you a close-up of the yarn. Like this is just halfway down the leg. And this here is the inside of the leg. As you can see, there's a little bit of pilling, but it's really not that bad at all. Anyways, I think that is all for this video. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you give it a like, and maybe subscribe if you want to see more. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about these pants, or anything that I talked about, let me know. You can also follow me on Instagram at knittingfae, where I'll probably be able to respond a lot quicker, or just in case you want to see like the update and the progression of different projects that I'm working on. And I think that's it. So I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day. Until next time, bye.